talk about the Bad Batch before we jump into voicemail? Because there's just some speculation I'd like to throw out there before the first episode airs.
2 episodes. So we've got 2 next week.
That's right. Yeah, there's the one that's going to drop on May the 4th. They want to be sure they celebrate May the 4th with the first episode of the Bad Batch. It's going to be over 70 minutes long. I believe 75 minutes long.
The premiere episode.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's almost like a double episode because episode 2, then coming on Friday night, is going to be 31 minutes long.
So we're looking at basically you might as well consider this sort of a movie, a little movie between the Friday, the Tuesday and the Friday. So over 100 minutes, right?
And then the following week, episode 3, 28 minutes long. So it looks like we'll be averaging about half an hour per episode. Mm-hmm. Kevin Kiner has revealed that he has scored 14 episodes at this point.
Oh, Kiner is back. All right.
Yeah, Kiner is back, and he'll be the composer for the Bad Batch. So there's some consistency there with the Clone Wars. As we know, this is a spin-off of the Clone Wars, so hopefully as many crew members as possible will be brought back to work on this show. Maybe guys like Joel Aaron, Keith Kellogg, etc., the superstars that survived the guillotine that went down on Lucas Animation when Disney took over. But we do know the Bad Batch will be at least 14 episodes long. There's no clarity as to whether or not those 14 episodes are all season 1, or it could be maybe he started working on season 2 already. I'm not sure, but at least we know there's going to be 14 episodes. But I just warn people not to think that all 14 episodes are going to be season 1. That's all. They might be, but it's hard to tell. Going back to a rumor I had heard a while ago, and it picked up steam on the internet via places like Reddit and blogs and stuff. Someone had told me, someone in the know, said that the Bad Batch are going to be responsible for protecting someone very young and someone very important. And when they revealed this information to me, it was right in the middle, smack dab in the middle of season 2 of The Mandalorian. So I immediately thought, well, the obvious tie-in would be to have Baby Yoda be that young, important individual. Then when I started poking around a little further, it appeared that it was still being left very vague to me. But I was beginning to think it was going to be either Luke or Leia. That could also be a possibility. Then we got the trailer, and it was a weird kid. So I think that's who we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So I'd hate to get people upset by saying, well, you told us Baby Yoda's going to be in the Bad Batch. I said when I originally said it that was mere speculation, and I told you exactly what I heard. Protection of something very young and important. So obviously I was thinking Baby Yoda. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Sure.
But now seeing this kid, this weird kid in the trailer, that leads me to believe that's the subject matter at hand. That's the young, important individual. And so we talked about this on our review of the Bad Batch trailer, and then I got further information about the kid. Apparently, if you turn on the closed caption, and it reveals that the kid's name is Omega. Okay? Omega. I have yet to confirm this. I have not watched the trailer with the closed caption fired up, but somebody told me that it says the kid's name is Omega. So what does Omega mean? The last, the final, or the end, or the bottom?
The Alpha and the Omega.
Yeah. Right. So the Alpha, if Omega is a clone, as has been speculated, then Omega could be a clone of Palpatine himself. And people say this because of the kid's hairstyle. The hairstyle, they say, resembles the look Palpatine had in one of those final episodes of Rebels, where Ezra is looking through the mirrors on the world between worlds. He's looking through the portal, and he sees Palpatine, and it's Palpatine as the senator, Palpatine as the chancellor. It's not Palpatine the emperor yet. so he's seeing what is apparently a hologram or some sort of way of distorting the Emperor's real image to make him look like a friendly old guy. And so they point at that moment in Rebels and say, look at Palpatine's hair in that animation model. It's the same as Omega in the Bad Batch trailer. So that's pretty interesting information about this kid. I still get funny feeling about the kid, though. So I hope the kid does tie into the big picture. And Palpatine, obviously, is the big picture. So that's what's going on.
So here's the kid. For those of you who are watching the video, we're looking at the kid, and he's kind of got this sort of blondish, light hairstyle. Kind of flares out at the sides a little bit, but slicked back, pulled back, and then we've got Palpatine.
I don't see it.
I don't really see it either, to be honest with you.
I don't see it. This is the first time I've done the A-B comparison. Again, I'm just going off what people have told me. I don't see it at all. Maybe it's more like a Palpatine hairstyle. Maybe I misunderstood. Maybe it's more like a Palpatine hairstyle from the Phantom Menace.
Could be
what I'm seeing.
Though I've never noticed.
Somebody said, if you look at Rebels, you'll see it looks like Palpatine. But now you're putting the pictures up on the screen. I don't see it at all.
I'm looking at Palpatine and Rebels, and I see Leslie Nielsen from the Naked Gun a little bit here.
Oh, a little bit. And don't call me Shirley. Shirley, you're joking. Don't call me Shirley. Whatever.
Oh man, that's what I see. I have talked a little bit about Bad Batch and sort of in light of and within context of all these other Star Wars projects we know that are coming down the pike, Kenobi, Ahsoka, Book of Boba Fett. The Bad Batch sort of kind of when you sift it down, it sort of settles a little bit lower on my excitement meter. But as we get close to May the 4th and as we get closer to new Star Wars and something resembling the greatness of that animation from the Clone Wars, I am excited. And I think that there's greater emphasis being put on sort of making this stuff tie in. I hope they do it responsibly and reasonably and all of that. So I don't think we're going to be on a journey where there's not a whole lot of tie-in and continuity. I think that the Bad Batch is here to tell a very, I hope, a specific story, a focused story. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, and it does, and you hope it ties in.
Yes.
And now that the saga, episodes 1 through 9, is completed, then I think it provides a lot of opportunity to fill in the blanks now.